Mercedes Benz, commonly referred to as Mercedes and sometimes as Benz, is a German luxury and commercial vehicle automotive brand. Mercedes Benz AG is headquartered in Stuttgart, Baden-Württemberg, Germany. How did it all start? Karl Benz was a German inventor and engineer. He overcame financial setbacks and unsupportive associates to design and build a car with a fully integrated internal combustion engine, which is seen as the first practical automobile. Benz's invention was driven for the first time in 1885 and received a patent the next year. Though his automotive goals were initially mocked and dismissed, Benz saw motor vehicles become a dominant mode of transportation during his lifetime. Cars and trucks still operate with many of Benz's inventions and innovations, and his name lives on in the car company Mercedes Benz. Early life. Karl Friedrich Benz was born on November 25, 1844 in Mühlberg, nahe Karlsruhe, Baden-Württemberg, Germany, and grew up in Karlsruhe. His father died when he was 2, so his mother raised him. Benz enrolled at Karlsruhe Polytechnic when he was 15. In 1864, he graduated with a degree in mechanical engineering. The young engineer advances quickly from a locksmith to a designer and workshop foreman, founding Benz & Co. Benz married his wife Bertha in 1872. With her support, he used her dowry to buy out an unsatisfactory partner in an early business venture. His firm hit a rough patch but survived, though tools had to be pawned to stay in business. He left the company in 1883 due to dispute with his partners. The same year, Benz founded Benz & Co. in Mannheim with new backers. The business initially focused on stationary engines, but Benz continued to work on his dream of creating a motorcar. Invention of first car. In 1885, Benz built a motorcar whose internal combustion engine was powered by gasoline. A love of bicycling had inspired his desire to create his vehicle, and his first design drew on the tricycle. Benz's three-wheeled automobile, which he called the Motorwagen, could carry 2 passengers. Prior to building this car, Benz also invented several of its key components, such as the electric ignition, spark plugs, and clutch. At the time, other inventors were also trying to build or had already constructed their own versions of a horseless carriage, but Benz's work stood out because his car was constructed around its engine, as opposed to the approach of simply adding an engine to an existing cart or carriage. Benz was granted patent number 37435 for his automobile on January 29, 1886. A model of Benz's first car was made available for purchase, with the first sale taking place in 1888. The early three-wheeled car was followed by four-wheeled vehicles, which Benz began to produce in 1893. 1,200 units of the four-wheeled motor velocipede, known as the Velo, were built between 1894 and 1901. It is seen as the world's first series-produced car. However, in the 1900s, Benz vehicles were outpaced by other manufacturers, whose offerings were less expensive and delivered more horsepower. Around 1903, Benz left his company after clashing over new designs. Though he remained on the board of directors, he started a new vehicle manufacturing business with his sons, but stepped back from its management in 1912. Mercedes Benz. In 1926, Benz & Co. merged with a car company started by Gottlieb Daimler, a fellow German and automotive pioneer. Daimler-Benz went on to sell Mercedes-Benz vehicles. The name Mercedes came from the daughter of a man who raced and sold Daimler automobiles. Though they lived in Germany at the same time and shared similar interests, Benz and Daimler had not interacted before Daimler died in 1900. Benz later stated, "I never spoke to Daimler in all my life. Once I saw him in Berlin from a distance. As I approached, I would have liked to have made his acquaintance. He disappeared in the crowd." Mercedes and smart cars. The design for the smart car began in the early 70s and the late 80s. Nicholas G. Hayek, the creator of the Swatch, wanted to create a city car. He approached Volkswagen but was shut down, so instead he met with Mercedes. The first model was launched by Daimler-Benz in October 1998. The name Smart derived from the collaboration between Swatch and Mercedes. Swatch Mercedes Art. One of the names suggested was Swatch Mobile, so let's be grateful for Smart. Models include the Smart City Coupe, the Smart Crossblade, the Smart 4x4, and the Smart 4x2. It's safe to say that the smart car has been pretty divisive in the years it has been in production, with some expressing complete disdain and others falling in love. Mercedes-AMG. Mercedes-AMG is the high-performance division of Mercedes Benz. It was created in 1967 by former Mercedes engineers and was originally founded as a racing engine. It was then expanded into building custom road cars based on Mercedes cars. They also originally produced a range of upgrades and accessories packages. They also offered a variety of engine performance packages during the 1980s. These unofficial upgrade packages continued until the 1990s, when Daimler-Benz realized that they could make a lot of money out of the modified cars and upgrade packages. They signed a contract of cooperation in 1993. This gave AMG access to Daimler-Benz dealer network and started developing vehicles such as the Mercedes C36 AMG. In 1999, Daimler Chrysler, as it was known then, acquired 51% of the AMG shares and changed the name to Mercedes-AMG GmbH. The AMG line continues to produce even more luxurious lines of standard Mercedes-Benz models. All AMG engines are hand-built, and every AMG engine builder stamps their engine with their signature. Apparently, there were only 50 AMG engine builders. Daimler merged with Chrysler, also known as the merger of equals. The formation of Daimler-Chrysler came in 1998. This was the world's largest cross-border deal ever and was valued at $38 billion. Some of the cars produced during this time included the Chrysler Crossfire, which was based on the Mercedes SLK, the Mercedes 3.2L V6, and the Dodge Sprinter. However, the marriage made in heaven lasted until 2007, after Daimler agreed to sell Chrysler to the Cerberus Capital Management. Mercedes-Benz and motor racing. Mercedes has always been prominent in motor racing, going back further than when Mercedes-Benz was one company. They had success at the Mille-Miglia, the Paris-Rouen, as well as with Team McLaren. There were times when Mercedes withdrew completely from motorsports, notably after the 1955 Le Mans disaster. A Mercedes-Benz 300 SLR crashed into another car, flew into the stands, and killed 83 spectators and the driver. As it stands, it was the worst incident in motorsport history. Mercedes-Benz today. You don't need me to tell you, Mercedes is still incredibly popular today. While it is most famous throughout the world for large luxury passenger cars, the company also has strong tradition in racing and sport cars, and truck, buses, and more economical car models. The latter three are more common in non-US markets, as Mercedes has always been exclusively a luxury make in the US. They have continued to be the forefront of innovation, most recently introducing the Vision Tokyo, a self-driving electric van powered by a hybrid hydrogen fuel cell system. Cars currently include a variety of models from the A-Class through to the S-Class, with a variety of derivatives in between. Wife and children. In his memoir, Benz wrote, "Only one person stood by me during those times when I was heading towards the abyss. That was my wife. It was her courage that enabled me to find new hope. It was also Beta who demonstrated the feasibility of Ben's vehicle as a mode of transportation when she took it on a 66-mile drive in August 1888. Beta made the 8 miles per hour journey accompanied by her 2 older children in model number 3 of her husband's invention. Her action garnered positive attention and publicity for the motorcar. Benz himself only learned of his wife's plan after she had made the drive. Benz and Beta had 5 children. The 84-year-old Benz died on April 4th, 1929 in Ladenburg, Germany. Thanks for watching to the end. I hope this video has been informative and entertaining. If you like this video and you would like to see more contents like this, kindly like, share, leave a comment in the comment section, and also please subscribe to this channel if you have not subscribed yet. Thanks for watching to the end. Have a nice day and look out for the next video.